This is the 2014 Windy City Hardwood Classic. Today, it is the Tuskegee Golden Tigers versus the Wilberforce Bulldogs. The 2014 Windy City Hardwood Classic is presented by the A. Philip Randolph Pullman Porter Museum, 104th and Maryland in Chicago, and by freeride2college.com. Learn how to secure college scholarships for your kids at freeride.
We will first start with the United States National Anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, who crushed our same bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we've gone, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as we will now sing the Negro National Anthem. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the lifting skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea.
That was awesome. That was awesome. Can we do that again? That was awesome. I'm serious. That was awesome. I'm going to do this song on the fly. Let's do it as black and as proud as we can do it. Can we do that?
All right, let's do it one more time, but this time we're going to have a very special guest from BET Sundays. Please welcome to now, Michael Lewis.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmony of liberty. Let our rejoicings rise high as the listening sky. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Can we all sing? Of course. Can we sing a song full of the things that the dark past has taught us? Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Sing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
that go.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Taking a quick look at your Pullman Porter Museum starting lineups. Wilberforce comes with Keenan Smith, Malik Breckenridge, Arthur Haggard, Devontae Berry, and Brandon Murphy. They're in the green and white. In the black and red, we have number 1, David Alexander, number 20, Kevin May, 23, Cameron Foster. We also have the hometown boy, number 15, Graham Olatunji, and number 2, Muhammad Hamilton. A packed house here at the Kroc Center in Chicago, just about set to go. Alumni all over the place. We see some Greek alumni as well, wearing the various colors of the National Panhellenic Conference. All the folks from BCSG is in the house. My good friend Damon Smith is in the building. I want to thank him for helping put all of this together. An outstanding job as we bring you HBCU basketball to kick off the month of November. All right, here we go. As you see on the screen, It is Wilberforce in the green. It is Tuskegee in the black, and we're just about set to go. Ron Hicks, our man in the middle, about to throw it up, and here we go, live from Chicago. It is Camden Foster with the opening. Yeah, here's a three on the way, not there off the right side. Rebound quickly down to 23, Malik Breckenridge. A travel call. Chris Hand, another one of our officials, will call the travel, and that's the first turnover of the game for either club. As we do play, 20-minute halves is mandated by the National Collegiate Athletic Association. With the basketball, this is Kevin May. Now up top, beyond the ring is Alexander. The right wing is Olatunji. Olatunji out of Willowbrook High School. Goes left baseline. May on the left wing. 18 to shoot. A 35-second shot clock for the men. Right wing to Olatunji again, returning from last year's SIAC champions. Top of the key again, Olatunji. They go around the horn to May on the right wing with 5 to shoot. Somebody's got to get it going. Down to 4, 3. Right wing, here's Alexander for 3. Count it! Good movement by the Tigers. And that's 3-0, our first points of the game. Back the other way is Breckenridge. Breckenridge over by the scorer's table. They'll go deep underneath. Couple of bobbles there. Muscling his way in for the scores, 22, Devontae Berry. 3-2 in favor of Tuskegee. Tuskegee out of the SIAC. Wilberforce out of the Association of Independent Institutions. They are an NAIA Division II independent. Baseline drive, Alexander, right side, 15-footer is good. That's quickly 5-2 in favor of Tuskegee. On the right wing, this is number 12, Keenan Smith. He'll get it back to Breckenridge deep to the right wing. Starts his drive against May. On the left wing now, 33, Art Haggard. Haggard now to the deep right wing. This is for Keenan Smith again. Smith loses the basketball. Olatunji had it for a moment. A fast break, 3 on none, and a slam. Down it goes for Vladimir Tilme out of Orlando, Florida. 17:59 for the first half. And still, it is a Wilberforce. It is a lead by Tuskegee, 7-2, 17:46 for the first half. With the basketball is 23, Breckenridge. Breckenridge into the big fella. The hook shot is good for Brandon Murphy. 7-4 is your score. Brandon Alexander with the basketball. Had 7-4 in favor of Tuskegee in the black. Olatunji to the right wing is May. May has the ball, goes up top. Almost a bobble that time by Vladimir Tilme. They'll go to the left wing for Olatunji. Olatunji drives on the left baseline, goes deep in the paint, gets it blocked. Can he get it back? Nope. With the basketball, this is Haggard. Haggard, deep left wing, they'll go Breckenridge. He goes up for 3, count it. And we're tied, 7-all. Way to get things going here on the south side of Chicago. Fans loving some great HBCU basketball as the SIAC champs bring it back to the left in the black and red. With the basketball, this is Alexander. On the left wing is Foster. May has it, looking for Olatunji, has him on the right wing. Olatunji now around the horn, left time. This is to Alexander again. Top of the key, here comes a long 3. That's good. Nice 3-long bucket for Vladimir Tilme. And we have an out-of-bounds violation on Wilberforce, so that will unfortunately give Tuskegee the basketball at 16:18 of the first half. Inbound on the left baseline, looking for somebody. They'll get it in. May picks up the loose ball, gets it up underneath. Couldn't get the shot to go for Foster. Rebound snagged down by Murphy, and back comes Breckenridge and the Bulldogs. Right baseline 3, that's no good for 33, Haggard. A foul, a travel call in the backcourt. And that should take us to our first timeout. And it does. 15:52 to go for the first half. Good first half so far if you're a Tuskegee fan. The Tigers lead the Bulldogs 10-7. This is the Windy City Hardwood Classic on BCSG Sports.
The A. Philip Randolph Pullman Porter Museum, located on 104th in Maryland, is the only cultural institution in the world that exclusively honors the contributions of African Americans to American labor history, and the first black labor union's impact of the civil rights movement. Visit www.pullmanportermuseum.com for more information, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter at APRPP Museum.
Back here on BCSG Sports and the Arena Sports Network, it is first half action of the first game of the first ever Windy City Hardwood Classic. Tuskegee leads Wilberforce 10-7. And some hot shooting on both sides of the court so far as we are back to play. It will be Wilberforce basketball in the green with white writing. They are going to your right. They'll inbound from the left baseline. It is young Mr. Breckenridge. It's Malik Breckenridge. He'll get it inside. A foul called. And the first foul of the day is charged to number 15 of Tuskegee. Graham Olatunji. Devontae Berry is the man that's at the foul line for Wilberforce. Front of two is up for Devontae Berry, the 6'3 junior. Sets, fires, and nothing as it goes off the left side. Devontae Berry, out of Detroit, Michigan, went to Cody High School. Second shot coming up for Devontae Berry. He'll eye it. He'll sky it, and he'll score. 10-8. And back comes Tuskegee in the black. Their starting five still on the floor. This is May. That's Kevin May. He now has Camden Foster on the left wing. Vladimir Tilmy gets it now to Olatunji. That's Graham Olatunji. Stopped at the right high post. Looking for somebody before the 5 count. Gets it back to Tilmy. Tilmy to May at the right wing. Backs up by the scorer's table near the Bulls logo. On the right wing again is Tilmy. Tilmy top of the key. Tilmy starts his drive. Tilmy up underneath. Muscles his way in and puts it down. 12-8 in favor of Tuskegee. 15-16 for the opening half. Battle for the ball, left wing. A push to the right wing. Here comes three on the way from Keenan Smith. Count it! Couldn't pass that time by Arthur Haggard to set that one up. It's 12-11 as Wilberforce trying to come back from an early deficit. Kevin May penetrates from the left to the left high post, brings it back beyond the arc, and now gets it to Dave Alexander. Olatunji on the right wing, back to May, between the rings. He'll go left wing for Foster. Foster wearing number 23. Vladimir Tilmy wearing number 21. Here's May, gives it to Olatunji. Look for the three. Starts his drive in the paint. Oh, that's a travel. That's a definite travel there. We'll see our first substitutions for Wilberforce and for Tuskegee. Tuskegee brings in number 3, James Vincent out of Layton, Alabama, a senior. The 2, 3, and 4 boys for Wilberforce are in, and Patrick Mitchell, Sean Cassidy, and Sean Best in that order. It is Mitchell that will inbounds. He has Best that will guide the offense for Wilberforce to the right in the green, white, and gold. Wilberforce, the oldest HBCU in the country. Good fade inside to the big fella. Brandon Murphy knocks it down and gives Wilberforce its first lead of the game at 13-12. Good crowd on hand here in beautiful Chicago, Illinois. Tilmy from the top of the key for Tuskegee. Just a little off. A hot potato will come back to Olatunji on the right wing with a fresh 35. May back to Olatunji. He'll go right wing. 3, not there. Rebound corralled by Mitchell. Back comes Wilberforce, deep left baseline. They'll go to the top of the key and reload with Sean Best. Best has the basketball, angling toward the Tuskegee bench in front of new coach Jerry Dunn. Gets a good screen, feed inside, foul, call it a bucket, it's good. Good, strong move by Brandon Murphy. Second foul now on Olatunji. And that will immediately bring in some reinforcements for the Tigers. Olatunji sits down, and his place is Elijah McMillan, number 5. Here comes the big fella, Brandon Murphy. Set for the free pass. Up and not there, but the rebound and score for Mitchell. Brandon Murphy, the 6'8 sophomore, and now another out-of-bounds violation. This time it's on Tuskegee. Julian McCarty steps in. McCarty, another 6'8 sophomore. He'll sit down Brandon Murphy with a couple of early buckets. 17-12. Since being down 12-7, they've ripped off the last 10, that being Wilberforce. 13-34. Right baseline three is well off the mark. The rebound corralled in by Sean Cassidy. He'll give it to Mitchell on the right wing. Now it's Best that'll angle back left wing, and Jerry Dunn looking on ever intently. A hot potato feed. That is a travel call, or will that be an offensive foul? They will call that one an offensive foul.
Charging foul number 4, Sean Best.
Sean Best called for the player control. The 5'8 freshman guard gives it up, and now we have another substitution. It'll be Foster out.
Alvin Johnson.
New man on the floor for Tuskegee will be number 42, Calvin Johnson. Nope, that's Wilberforce's number 42, Alvin Johnson. Saw him yesterday. He really works it out. Here's a drive by. May's good at a foul for Tuskegee.
Number 20, Kevin May with the layup.
Kevin, the little man that May, makes it 17-14.
Julian McCarthy is first.
McCarty picks up his first foul. Kevin May, the 5'7 junior guard from York, Alabama, up for the free pass. Just off the front of the rim, snagged down by Patrick Mitchell of Wilberforce. Mitchell gives it to Best. Best brings it back between the rings and guides the offense. Angles left wing with 12.5 to play for the first half. Almost loses the basketball. He's got McCarty up top. Gives it to now Mitchell. Mitchell trying to drive through a double team. Almost stripped away. It is stripped away. It's May. May now has number 3, Vincent. Drive, floater up, and not there. Good snatch of a rebound that time by Alvin Johnson for Wilberforce, leading 17-14 here in the first half at the Kroc Center in Chicago. Now with the basketball, Sean Best for Wilberforce. He has Johnson. Johnson hounded big time by number 5, that being McMillan. Mitchell picks it up now. Mitchell now to the right wing for Best again. 11:52 heading toward the next break. Here's a drive by Best. A foul called, and that will take us to the break. The foul this time is on James Vinson, and that will take us to our next break here. 11:46 for the first half. Good one so far in Chicago. Wilberforce has the lead now. They're up 17-14 on SIAC champion Tuskegee. And this is the Windy City Hardwood Classic from BCSG Sports.
Did you know there are millions of dollars in scholarship money available for you to attend college? All you have to do is go get it. Want to know how? Purchase your copy of Free Ride to College at www.freeridetocollege.com. Author Norma Richards sent all 3 of her children to college on full academic scholarships, and her book will show you how you can do it too. Unlock your free ride today at freeridetocollege.com.
Back here on coverage of the 2014 Windy City Hardwood Classic. 17-14, your score. Wilberforce currently leading Tuskegee in this inter-association showdown of HBCU schools. A very festive atmosphere here as we've got local radio station Power 92 providing a lot of the in-between music. Taking a look at who's coming back out here for the clubs. For Tuskegee, they will have Olatunji back on the floor, but he does have 2 fouls. McMillan, Alexander, also Benson. There's a 3 ball that's not there. And the 4th man on the floor, Muhammad Hamilton, now comes in. Hamilton will guide the offense. Hold it. And we have ourselves some shot clock issues. There we go. Somebody forgot to set the 35. So let's try it again with 11:32 for the first half. 17-14. Wilberforce leads Tuskegee. And now Jerry Dunn talking with Chris Head, one of our officials, in regards to the shot clock. We're back to play at the right side quarter court. The basketball is Alexander. Now Hamilton will guide the offense. Hamilton starts to drive. Olatunji got it tipped off of him and will stay with Tuskegee in front of the Wilberforce bench, right side corner court at 11:24. Inbounding will be James Vincent. He slaps it in and will get it to Hamilton. Hamilton deep by the scorer's table. Looking to start a drive, has Olatunji on the right baseline. Olatunji was looking for a cutter. He'll now have McMillan to the left wing. This is Vincent. Goes deep inside for Olatunji. Hop, step, floater, and good. Graham Olatunji showing out in front of the hometown folks. 17-16. Wilberforce up by 1. Wilberforce coming into this game 0-2 on the year. Meanwhile, Tuskegee, this is their first official game, and a few signs of rust, but a good steal by Olatunji. Back to the left comes James Vincent, and Tuskegee in the black, red, and gold. Vincent gets it back on the left wing from Hamilton. Guarded, top of the key. It'll go around the horn, the right wing to Olatunji. Olatunji now in the middle. This is Alexander, blocked away. Ball still in play. Picking up the rebound, this is Best. Best moving and grooving, shaking and making. Kicks it over to Johnson. Spin move, hook shot, not there. Rebound, however, comes down to McCarty. McCarty gives it back to Mitchell, and we reload the offense with a fresh 35. 10:23 to play for the first half. Wilberforce by 1. It's Best with the basketball. Best to the right side. Goes to do a 4-man side. On the left baseline, a floater. No foul there. There's a steal. Gets it up for Olatunji. Olatunji stops. Looks for the contact. Gets blocked by Johnson. Make that McCarty. But it's a steal by Hamilton. Gets to Olatunji again. He gets fouled on the way up. I'll tell you, some great defense on both ends of the floor here at the halfway point of the first half. Two-shot foul coming up. Looks like that might be on Johnson. It is McCarty this time. So here's Graham Olatunji, 6'4" senior out of Chicago. Graduated from Willowbrook High School. A part of that great Division II Elite 8 squad from last year. He'll hit the front of 2. Reinforcements coming in for Tuskegee. 21 Vladimir Tilmy, 23 Camden Foster are back in. We'll now see the return of most of the starters, Devontae Berry and Brandon Murphy among them. Olatunji on the back end. You see there on the screen for those of you following our video feed. He'll eye it. He'll sky it. Can't score it. Tip, rebound, hot potato. Who's got it? It is Tilmy underneath, and he had a case of the double dribbles. 9:52 for the first half. 17 all between Wilberforce and Tuskegee. Game 1 of the first ever Windy City Hardwood Classic. And hoping to see many more trips by our fellow HBCUs from all across this great country of ours. Sean Best with the basketball for Wilberforce in the green. Starts his drive, kicks over to the right wing. Here's number 30. Alex Robinson can't make the shot. The hook shot on the rebound. The second time is no good for Brandon Murphy. A third rebound will restart the offense. Best has it as he brings it back out with 9:19 to play for the half. Now Best stops at the left wing, left baseline. This is Robinson. Hook shot floater. That'll finally fall for Brandon Murphy. That should be 6 now for the big fella. 9:05 for the first half. Wilberforce back on top, 19-17. We'll go top of the key. This is Vincent to the left wing now for Foster. Olatunji to Hamilton on the right wing for Tuskegee to the left of the black. Heads the screen from the high top. Left baseline. Here comes 3 on the way. Olatunji, no. Rebound brought down by Tilmy. He is fouled, and that'll put him potentially on the baseline, and it does. Looks like that'll be on Robinson this time. Olatunji out. Elijah McMillan in. And now we'll see the return of Malik Breckenridge. Breckenridge will sit down Sean Best for the Wilberforce Bulldogs. Golden Tigers inbound on the right baseline. Bucket to your left. Floater up, not there. The rebound, Tilmy. That's it. Good offensive rebound by Vlad Tilmy out of Orlando, Florida. 19 all. Wilberforce looking to retake the lead on this possession. They'll get it back to Breckenridge on the deep right wing. Wilberforce in the green, white, and gold. 8:24 to play for the first half. Breckenridge on the drive, stops at the free throw line, gets it back up top. This is number 3, Sean Cassidy. Cassidy at the right wing with 15 to shoot. Looks for the play from Terry Futrell. Almost goes backcourt. Bad pass that time. Breckenridge able to corral it in. He'll go for 3. Count it! Long from straight on is Breckenridge. 22-19 in favor of Wilberforce. Now back to the left comes Hamilton for Tuskegee. Ball fakes here, there, and everywhere. Tilby picks it up. Tilby to the left wing now for Foster. Foster with a hand in his face from Cassidy. Tilby, free throw line, that's not there. Rebound, that's a push, and that's a foul on Tuskegee on the rebound. It should be on Foster here. Ron Hicks certifies as such. And we have time on the floor. We'll take this break and come on back. Wilberforce hanging tough for Tuskegee. They're up 22-19 on the SIAC champs. This is the Windy City Hardwood Classic from BCSG Sports.
The A. Philip Randolph Pullman Porter Museum, located on 104th in Maryland, is the only cultural institution in the world that exclusively honors the contributions of African Americans to American labor history and the first black labor union's impact of the civil rights movement. Visit www.pullmanportermuseum.com for more information, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter at APRPP Museum.
Back here on our coverage of the Windy City Hardwood Classic. Fans of both Tuskegee and Wilberforce going back and forth here in the stands. We saw Miss Black and Gold, the queen of the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity ranks, in the building. A few other luminaries here and some kids from around the area. Checking out some great basketball. You don't get to see the HBCUs, which is short for historically black colleges and universities, up here in cities like Chicago and Cleveland too often. But when you do, it is indeed an absolutely wonderful good time as we're back to play. Wilberforce with the basketball and up 22-19. They are in the green, white, and gold. Malik Breckenridge now has 22. Devontae Berry back to Breckenridge on the left wing. He is guarded by Muhammad Hamilton. 7.5 to play for the first half. Breckenridge gets it back now from Alex Robinson. Robinson has it at the right wing. Deep pass to Berry. Berry on the right low post. Gets it back to Robinson. Robinson hop skip. It is a jump ball, and we will stay right there with Wilberforce. It'll be Wilberforce basketball. It is Wilberforce basketball. Jerry Dunn says it's Wilberforce basketball. That can't get too many honest coaches around here these days. Huh? Kevin May comes back on the floor for Tuskegee. He'll sit down Muhammad Hamilton. 7:11 to play for the first half. 22-19. Wilberforce leading Tuskegee. The Bulldogs of Wilberforce lose the basketball on a bad play. Quickly coming back left. This is James Vincent. Takes it to the lane. No. Put back is good. Olatunji with the putback makes it 22-21. Breckenridge on the right wing now. This is Robinson looking for somebody. Bad play. Hot potato. It is Foster from the right high post. It is no good. But it's an over the back foul. Oh, they're going to call the foul on. Are they going to call the foul on Alvin Johnson? I believe that's what they called it on. No, he's not on the floor. Nope, they'll call it on Brandon Murphy. One of our referees pointed in the wrong direction there just now. Whoops, take two. It is still Tuskegee basketball on the left baseline, bucket to your left. They are in the black, red, and gold. It is Camden Foster inbounding, looking. He'll get now to Vlad Tilmy. Top of the key, and bringing it back out is Kevin May. Graham Olatunji almost bobbled the ball. He'll get it back around to the top of the key for Vincent. Left wing now, this is Tilmy. A lot of time to shoot. Kevin May gets it back and he rocked the Mixmaster. Good looking motion offense so far. We'll get it back down to Tilmy on the left wing. Now it's 12 to shoot. With the drive is Vincent. Hot potato trying to find somebody. It's Olatunji on the baseline and good. Olatunji's bucket now gives Tuskegee the lead back at 23-22. But the Bulldogs are quickly back the other way to the right in the green, white, and gold. Breckenridge has it at the right wing. He's guarded by Vincent. He'll angle it back left. Trying to push inside is Keenan Smith. Almost another bobble there. as Tuskegee's suffocating defense looks to create some more havoc. Breckenridge at the left wing near the Tuskegee bench. 5:50 to play for the first half. 23 Tuskegee, 22 Wilberforce. Game 2 coming up later tonight. It'll be Miles versus Harris-Stowe. It's Tuskegee's old coach, Leon Douglas, in his first game for Miles here at the Classic. The long three is not good. It comes down to Vlad Tilney, and back comes Tuskegee to the left. And wait a minute, a foul called on the right side corner court. A push-off. And it's on
Foul on number 12,
Keenan Smith.
The 15th foul.
First on him and 5th on the club. Tuskegee will bring in another substitution as we see the return of, looks like, David Alexander. That is the case. He'll get the inbound on the right baseline with a fresh shot clock. 5.5 to play for the first half. Foster now gets it to May. May trying to drive past Breckenridge. May in the paint. Left high post, 10-footer is no good. Rebound is saved, but right to the hands of Art Haggard. Back comes a driving layup. Is good for Devontae Berry. And Wilberforce retakes the lead near the 5-minute mark, 24-23. Good looping layup that time by Berry. Tuskegee back to the left. Olatunji has the basketball at the right wing. We'll go angle to the left wing. Alexander trying to find somebody. He has Tillman now on the left baseline. Back top of the key. Right wing is May. May trying to get past a double team, a short double team. A little bit of a matchup zone. Left wing is Foster. 4:40 to play. 10 to shoot. May around a high post screen. Now down to 7. Left baseline 3. Foster, no. Rebound, who got it? It's a hot potato. They're still playing. Wilberforce comes up with it. It's Breckenridge back to the right. Breckenridge to the right baseline. Looking underneath for Haggard. We'll go back to Breckenridge to reload the offense. And we have an offensive foul on Devontae Berry. Or is that 3 in the lane? 3 in the lane. Yep, camped out too long. 4:17 to play for the first half. It is still 24-23 in favor of Wilberforce. Kevin May brings it across the timeline for Tuskegee to the left in the black. He's got Cam Foster. Vlad Tilney has it now. Has it to Olatunji. Graham Olatunji has it to Hamilton. Left wing is May at the 4-minute mark. Olatunji to the right wing for Hamilton again. 14 to shoot. May at the left wing. Looked at a 3. Starts his drive. Penetrates. Spin move. Left hand layup is gone in the paint. Boy, great penetration play by Kevin May. 25-24 Tuskegee. Breckenridge back to the left baseline. Here's a drive back to Breckenridge. Looked at a 3. Steps in. Almost travels there. Hot potato. And here comes Hamilton with the drive and the two-hand flush. That is what's making Tuskegee so dangerous in Division II basketball this year. Is the ability to clog and penetrate the passing lane. Shouts of defense in the air here at the Kroc Center in Chicago. 3:19 to play for the first half. 27 Tuskegee, 24 Wilberforce. May almost with the steal. May gets the steal. He goes down court. He's got Hamilton again. Hamilton grabs, reverse layup is good. Timeout Wilberforce. What a run by Tuskegee. The SIAC champs looking like it right now. 3:06 to play for the first half. Tuskegee 29, Wilberforce 24. This is the Windy City Hardwood Classic and only on BCSG Sports.
Did you know there are millions of dollars in scholarship money available for you to attend college? All you have to do is go get it. Want to know how? Purchase your copy of Free Ride to College at www.freeridetocollege.com. Author Norma Richards sent all 3 of her children to college on full academic scholarships, and her book will show you how you can do it too. Unlock your free ride today at freeridetocollege.com.
Back here on the Windy City Hardwood Classic on BCSG Sports. This portion brought to you by the A. Philip Randolph Pullman Porter Museum and also by freeridetocollege.com. I'm Alvin Washington back here at the beautiful Kroc Center in Chicago, and it is a dandy of a ball game. Tuskegee, the SIAC champs, lead Wilberforce 29-24. We have 3:06 for the first half, and the inbound will not go. 5-second call. Boy, this suffocating defense by Tuskegee is a definite blueprint of their new coach, Jerry Dunn, who came believe it or not, from the New York Knicks to come down to Division II and try to work the young man out. On the inbound, it's Olatunji with, he gets blocked, puts it back up, and a strong move for the Chicagoan. 31-24. This is an 8-point run by Tuskegee since being down 24-23. Sean Best on the right wing for Wilberforce in the green. Almost another steal. Good hand that time by Vlad Tilmy. We have a substitution. We'll see Patrick Mitchell return for Wilberforce. He will sit down Sean Cassidy. 31-24 your score. The inbound comes and gets over to Patrick Mitchell. Now Sean Best has it at the left wing. Starts his drive against May. Around the Mixmaster. He has now 33. Art Haggard. Back to Best. Best kicked it up. Whoop, there's another steal. It is May and Hamilton. It's May that drives. He gets clobbered by Art Haggard and will go to the foul line for 2 with 2:29 to play for the first half.
Foul number 33, Arthur Haggard is first, the team 6. Going to the line.
Kevin May back to the line for 2 more.
Kevin May.
May standing all of 5'7". The son of Rochelle and Kevin May Sr. First of 2 was good. And I guess he likes to move so much because he plays NBA 2K14. And how about this? The kid cites his dad as a role model. Can't have enough of that in this generation today. Back in for May. Yes, sir. 33-24 your score. This is 11 straight by Tuskegee and almost another steal. Camden Foster putting his hand in the passing lane. We'll give you some HBCU football scores when we get to the free ride to college.com halftime report. A lot of action in the MEAC and SWAC today. An upset from Thursday in the MEAC as Hampton knocked off Bethune-Cookman 40-35 to knock Bethune-Cookman out of first place. Here's a right wing 3 that will not go. Rebound, hot potato. Fought around, who's got it? It is Patrick Mitchell for Wilberforce. Will reset a fresh 30 with 2 minutes to play for the first half. He now has Devontae Berry. Berry, the high floater, not there. Rebound is good for Brandon Murphy. Brandon Murphy has owned the offensive glass today, but he needs a lot more of that to get Wilberforce back in this one. They're down 33-26, a minute 42 to play for the first half. Olatunji with a great entry pass, and that is a travel on Kevin May. Thought about it just a little too long. And here we go. With the basketball, Patrick Mitchell, you see there on the screen for those of you watching the video feed. Mitchell now has Keenan Smith. 33, Haggard with it. They'll go motion for a little bit as Mitchell has it again between the rings. Down to 1:15 to play for the first half. Wait a minute. We got an offensive foul again. This time the illegal screen on Brandon Murphy. Wow. I mean, we're saying all kind of stuff today in this game.
Offensive foul number 32, Brandon Murphy.
Elijah McMillan will come back into the ball game for Tuskegee, going to your left in the black, red, and gold. Murphy has to sit down with his second foul. Back in comes Julian McCarty, and here we go. The inbound comes to Kevin May. May starts his push. May driving, almost pushes off there, has Olatunji on the deep right wing. Alexander at the top goes underneath. Great pass to Foster, and he'll knock it down as we're in the free ride to college.com. Final minute, 35-26. This is a 13-2 run for Tuskegee since being down 24-23. Spin move on the baseline. Berry, whoops, forgot the board pass. May with another steal. May, 2-on-1, going up top. Oh my gosh! Tilly almost put that one down. Berry says, this is how you slam. Devontae Berry bangs it down, 35-28 in favor of Tuskegee. And now the momentum shifting a bit to the Wilberforce Bulldogs off that slam by Devontae Berry. And look for a moment that Vladimir Tilmy was going to have himself a slam, but just mistimed it with the defense right on the top of his back. Here we go. 28 seconds. Shot clock is off. Wilberforce with the last possession of the first half. Sean Cassidy now gets it to Patrick Mitchell. Mitchell between the rings. 12 to play. Mitchell angles back left. 9 to play. Mitchell, spin move. He travels. 6.6 left. Now let's see if Tuskegee can end the half strong here. They are so far have outscored Wilberforce in this stretch 12 to 5. 6, 5, and they'll call timeout. That is their use it or lose it timeout. And we'll keep it right here for a little bit. 5.1 seconds remaining for the first half. Let's get you caught up with some HBCU football scores on the Free Ride to College.com scoreboard. In the SWAC, late fourth quarter, Alabama A&M leads Prairie View A&M 35-31. At halftime, Alabama State leads Grambling State 21-16. Now remember, Grambling State is coming in with a 7-game win streak in SWAC play. We're back on the floor here. 5.1 seconds remain. Tuskegee is up 35-28. They are heading to your left on the screen in the black, red, and white. In front of us in the broadcast position is Camden Foster. He'll have Vlad Tilmy, Dave Hamilton, Graham Olatunji, and Kevin May with the basketball. 4-3. It is May. Gets it out. 3 from Tilmy is no good. The tip-in is gone! The tip-in is gone! The tip-in is gone! Good tip-in by Vlad Tilmy to end a 14-5-4 run at the end of the first half. My gosh, 37-28 your score after 20 minutes. And we're not done yet, folks, so send a spell. We're coming back for the Free Ride to College.com halftime report in just a skosh. This is BCSG Sports.
The highest emphasis on our customers. We offer new and used Ford and Lincoln vehicles, parts, service, and used cars, including Focus, Fiesta, and more. For more information, drop by 3930 Franklin in Michigan City, Indiana, or visit them online at SowersAuto.com. Sowers Ford Lincoln, Northwest Indiana's newest Ford Lincoln dealer. Have you heard the good news about a crazy dream based on a belief that positive breeds positive and that people want to read, hear, and watch stuff about good people? Have you heard the good news about a place you can go to enjoy positive, community-oriented information about the town, city, or region you live in and the people involved? Have you heard the good news about a place where you can celebrate what is right in the world, share it with your friends, family, and community, and neighbors at school, work, or place of worship, and have fun doing it? Well, there is such a place. That place is LaPorteCountyLife.com. LaPorteCountyLife.com is all about the positive, not the negative, bringing out the best and not the worst, and all about promoting positivity in your community. LaPorteCountyLife.com. Have you heard the good news?
At Strack & Van Til, we think differently about groceries. We always have. So what does that mean? It means better, fresher, focused on you. Your neighborhood store that gives you more. It's quality, selection, the variety you want. Choice meats, deli, bakery, your one-stop shop. Everything on your list and all for less. With the savings you deserve and unbeatable service, that's different. That's built around you, and that's your Strack & Van Til.
We're back here on our coverage of the Windy City Hardwood Classic. It is still the Free Ride to College halftime report brought to you by freeridetocollege.com. Alvin Washington back here at the Ray and Joan Kroc Center. With me, another special guest, a gentleman that I have followed for a long time. Please welcome the former head coach of the UIC Flames, Jimmy Collins. How you doing, Jimmy?
I'm doing good, Al. Thanks for having me.
I tell you, I saw you here yesterday for practice, and I almost flipped out of my seat because I hadn't seen you in a while. You've been retired from UIC now for 4 years.
4 years. 4 years, yeah. Well, you know what? Coach Dunn is a very good friend of mine. I've been knowing him for years. He called me up and told me he was coming to Chicago and asked me would I come out and support his team. I said, you know I'm going to be there because I want to support this classic period, you know. So I'm happy to be here.
And I tell you, this has been, so far, this has been a great classic. You see them already out with a 37-28 lead. And one of the things that I noticed right away from them is something that you've preached a long time in your 30-plus years, and that's great passing lane defense.
Yeah, and I watched them, and they definitely did. I watched them yesterday. You watched them yesterday, and they really worked hard. They really worked hard on the defense. They're doing exactly what Coach asked them to do today, and that's why Tuskegee is ahead. Now, if they can sustain it, if they can keep it up, it's going to be a very interesting second half because they're starting to score as well.
We're talking with Jimmy Collins, the former head coach at UIC and a former assistant with the University of Illinois. He joins us here on the Free Ride to College halftime report, 37-28 Tuskegee leading Wilberforce. Let's go back to those UIC years. You were able to bring some of the best talent from the Chicago public schools that you had originally brought down to Champaign during your assistantship with Illinois. And two of the kids that come to mind came from the Westinghouse program. Those were Martell Banks and Martell Bailey, who were a part of one of those championship clubs in the Old Horizon League.
And Cedric Banks, yeah.
Cedric Banks is the gentleman I'm looking for.
Banks was the other gentleman to come in. I also brought a young man in from Austin who played really well for us as well. We had my third year there, we were able to recruit the first team all-city in one class. We recruited Cedric Banks, Armand Williams, Martell Bailey, Will Williams, and we recruited another young man. Who was the third one? We had Joe Scott come in, and so we were able to get a real good class of city players. And I come to believe that if you can get the city players and if you can get the top players, you're going to win.
Talking with Jimmy Collins, the former UIC coach here on the Free Ride to College.com halftime report. 37-28 Tuskegee leading Wilberforce. And just going back to a point you were talking about before, supporting an event like the Windy City Hardwood Classic where these city kids can get to see their cousins, so to speak, down in the HBCU sector, deep down in Alabama or Ohio, or later tonight down in St. Louis, Missouri, down in Birmingham, Alabama, all across the Gulf South.
Oh, yeah.
Great programs like FAMU and Southern and Grambling. You go up the East Coast, you got Howard, you got Hampton, and the like. And the ability to see these folk in this environment close to home really is a win-win situation for not only the kids, but also these teams that don't necessarily have the recruiting budgets, but can use a classic as that recruiting tool.
That's exactly right. You know, and for me, I mean, I'm flabbergasted. I'm so glad I had an opportunity to make this. Not only am I seeing a lot of people that I've known during my years in Chicago, but I'm seeing some good basketball. And when you come out and you're able to rub elbows with good friends and see some good basketball, you can't beat that. With the holiday season coming up as well, this speaks volumes for my person.
A very special thank you to the legendary Jimmy Collins, former coach at UIC, assistant at the University of Illinois, and one of the good guys of Chicago area basketball. Coach Collins, thank you very much. Enjoy retirement.
Thank you, Al. Thanks for having me on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with more of the Free Ride to College.com halftime report. Your score, 37-28, Tuskegee leads Wilberforce. This is the Windy City Hardwood Classic.
The A. Philip Randolph Pullman Porter Museum located on 104th and Maryland, is the only cultural institution in the world that exclusively honors the contributions of African Americans to American labor history, and the first black labor union's impact of the civil rights movement. Visit www.pullmanportermuseum.com for more information, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter at APRPP Museum.
Did you know there are millions of dollars in scholarship money available for you to attend college? All you have to do is go get it. Want to know how? Purchase your copy of Free Ride to College at www.freeridetocollege.com. Author Norma Richards sent all 3 of her children to college on full academic scholarships, and her book will show you how you can do it too. Unlock your free ride today at freeridetocollege.com.
Back here on our coverage of the Windy City Hardwood Classic, 37-28. Your score at the half is still inside the Free Ride to College halftime report. Alvin Washington courtside here at the beautiful new Kroc Center in Chicago. Got some football to bring to you, so let's see what's happening. Let's see what's happening in the world of football. We'll start with the SWAC. Grambling State in a bit of trouble here. They're down 21-16 against Alabama State. That's in the third quarter. Just underway in the first quarter. Alcorn State leading Arkansas Pine Bluff. That score 7-0. On the MEAC side, as we mentioned, the upset from Thursday night, it was the Hampton Pirates knocking off the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats 40-35. Howard comes back and knocks off Central Connecticut State 28-25. Morgan State takes out South Carolina State 24-21, so South Carolina State no longer at the top spot. North Carolina A&T takes over that top spot 34-0 over Savannah State. North Carolina Central keeps pace. They knock off Norfolk State 19-14. And Florida A&M crushes Delaware State on the road 41-7. And this has been the Free Ride to College.com halftime report brought to you by freeridetocollege.com. Quickly, we get back here to the mix. Tuskegee 37, Wilberforce 28. Let's take a look at some leading scores real quick. Wilberforce led by number 32, Brandon Murphy. He's got 10 right now. Devontae Berry with 7, 6 from Malik Breckenridge. On the reverse, Tuskegee led 9 points each. David Alexander and Vladimir Tilmy, including the last tip bucket, which did go. Graham Olatunji with 7, 8 from Kevin May, and a deuce from Elijah McMillan. Olatunji gets it now to Tilmy on the baseline. He gets blocked by Berry. And back comes Wilberforce now to your left in the green, white, and gold. This is Malik Breckenridge with the basketball at the free throw line. He'll give it back to Devontae Berry. Berry looking for Breckenridge near the scorer's table. Tuskegee is going to your right this half in the black, white, and red. Boy, that's a lucky tip, and putting it down is Brandon Murphy for his 12th point of the night. That was a lucky bounce, to say the least, because it sure looked like Vladimir Tilmy was going to snag him a steal, but no go. 37-30 your score. Opening minute going by. Speaking of Olatunji, he reverses it. Put back is good by Tilmy. Tilmy now up to 11. 39-30 your score. Minute going by here in the second half. At the right wing, this is Haggard. Haggard now to Berry. Breckenridge almost loses it. Corrals it at the left wing, guarded by May. Breckenridge has the 5 count starting against him. He'll start pushing it by the free throw line. Hands off. Bounce pass. This is the right baseline drive by Keenan Smith. Gets it to Berry. That's no good. Putback is good. Actually, that was Murphy with the miss. It's Berry with the putback. Devontae Berry now up to 9 on the night. 39-32. Tuskegee closing out the first half with a 14-5 run to add that early advantage. Here's a left wing three. Camden Foster not there. Foster follows it up. Kicks it to Tilmy. Can't make the shot. It is Foster that puts it back and puts it down. 41-32 in favor of Tuskegee, the defending SIAC regular season and conference tournament champions, had a strong run to the Division II Elite Eight in the NCAAs last year. Their first-year coach, Jerry Dunn, doing a great job of preaching defense, and there it is again with a steal by Tilney. It's May driving to the left wing, 18-footer. Yes, sir! Kevin May Day, 43-32, but right back at you. It's Berry. Get that out of here. It is 2. Goaltend, they'll call that one. And that'll quickly bring back Patrick Mitchell for Wilberforce. Mitchell will sit down Breckenridge. So here comes the inbound. Kevin May with the basketball, guarded by Mitchell. May with a crossover dribble, now gives it to Alexander. The left wing is Foster. Back to May between the rings. He angles right. Stops his dribble. Looking to come back left. Has Hamilton. Alexander, I should say. David Alexander out of Pensacola, Florida, the 6'4" senior. Alexander starts his drive. He'll give it to Camden Foster. Foster looking. Comes back to the middle. Now Tilney to Olatunji on the right wing with 9 to shoot. Olatunji, the Chicago kid, in the paint. Up. Almost a three-point play. He'll go to the line for 2. The foul is on Keenan Smith. It'll be the first on Wilberforce. That's his second. Here comes Graham Olatunji, the 6'4" forward senior out of Chicago. Went to Willowbrook High. Front of 2 is in there. Olatunji, 16 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks, and 2 steals. An all-conference and all-area selection in Willowbrook. Hold it. We've got a jump ball. And it will go to Wilberforce this time. The back end did not go for Olatunji. And the loose ball was held up. The arrow points to Wilberforce. And, wow, another unforced error on the Bulldogs. Patrick Mitchell loses it out of bounds near the reserve seats to our right. And so right underneath us, inbounding will be Camden Foster for Tuskegee. Foster out of Barnesville, Georgia, 6'3" junior. Kevin May has it. He'll have Olatunji on the right wing. 16:51 to play for the game. And Tuskegee up by 10. Deep bounce pass. Great pass to Foster for the score. Nice entry pass by Olatunji. 46-34, 12-point lead for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Mitchell has it back for Wilberforce, hitting back left in the green. On the deep right wing is 33. That's Art Haggard. Deep baseline, foul called. Is it on? Who is it on? Looks like it's on May.
Number 20, Kevin May.
It is indeed Kevin May.
Shooting 2, number 32.
Brandon Murphy steps in. Murphy looking for his 11th and 12th points of the night. First one is no good as it goes off the back iron. We'll see the return of Alvin Johnson, number 42. I want to send a special thank you to Rauf Salim and the whole crew here with the broadcast crew, helping us bring you the sights and sounds of the Windy City Hardwood Classic. We got one more to go here, coming up at 7 o'clock tonight. It is Miles, the Golden Bears, and the Hornets of Harris-Stowe State. Great crowd on hand for this first one, by the way, between two very tradition-rich schools. Here's a drive. It's Olatunji. The one-hand floater in the paint is not there. The snag down rebound by Alvin Johnson. Boy, seen him practice that last night. It is truly an attitude when you can snag down rebounds the way that Alvin Johnson does for Wilberforce. 15:53 for the second half. Mitchell has the ball by the scorer's table. Looking, doesn't get the foul call. Gets the separation. Starts it again. Gets it left baseline. Hold it. We've got an out of bounds, and we'll take a break. 15:43. It is time on the floor. 15:43 to play for this contest, and Tuskegee holding serve. They're up 11, 46-35 on Wilberforce. Stay right here. More great action comes your way in a little bit. This is the Windy City Hardwood Classic from BCSG Sports.
The A. Philip Randolph Pullman Porter Museum, located on 104th and Maryland, is the only cultural institution in the world that exclusively honors the contributions of African Americans to American labor history and the first black labor union's impact of the civil rights movement. Visit www.pullmanportermuseum.com for more information, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter at APRPP Museum.
Back here on our coverage of the 2014 Windy City Hardwood Classic, 46-35 in favor of the Tuskegee Golden Tigers, leading the Bulldogs of Wilberforce 15-43 for the game. Just a reminder, coming up at 7 o'clock, it is the Miles Golden Bears taking on the Harris-Stowe Hornets. Watching some of the kids here do their thing in front of the capacity crowd at this brand new facility that's been up about a couple of years. There's set to be a couple of pro teams that will have their home games here at the Kroc Center. Among them, the brand new Chicago Force and Windy City Groove of the recently formed Midwest Professional Basketball Association. And that's going to be an interesting thing in itself. So we'll see how the pro kids like this floor. The college kids like this floor already. Now let's see if Terry Futrell, the head coach of Wilberforce, can get his team back into the mix here as we start at the 15:43 mark. It is Tuskegee with the basketball off of the turnover. Inbounding will be Camden Foster. He goes to your right with Tuskegee in the black, red, and gold. Looking for Kevin May, will hand off to him. They'll also have Olatunji, Tilmy, and now back on the floor, Dave Alexander. On the reverse for Wilberforce, you've got Patrick Mitchell, Anthony Johnson, Sean Cassidy. A floater that time by Foster. That's not there. Hot potato rebound. Fool's got it. It is Tilmy. He puts it back and good. Vlad Tilmy knocking it down. It's a 13-point lead now. 48-35 is Tuskegee slowly but surely pulling away from Wilberforce in this HBCU showdown. Johnson with the basketball goes inside. Turnaround hook shot is good for Brandon Murphy. He's got that baby hook working to perfection tonight. 48-37. However, Wilberforce is going to need a few more stops to get back in this one. Left wing, this is Foster. Now Olatunji has it. Olatunji goes understate. A bad pass that time by May. Picked off by Mitchell. And Mitchell, ouch. What we got? Is it on Mitchell? Really? They're going to call the offensive foul on Mitchell. That's interesting. I thought for sure that was an accident waiting to happen, but, you know, I'm not the one in stripes. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Back to action here is Tuskegee with the basketball, up 48-37. May has the basketball to Foster on the left wing. Now back on the floor, James Vincent out of Layton, Alabama, the 6-foot senior, gets it to Olatunji, the fellow senior. Olatunji starts his drive on the right baseline. He is fouled on the block by Sean Cassidy. It's a non-shooting situation, so they'll go back over by the right baseline on the bucket to your right. Muhammad Hamilton, the freshman from Atlanta, will sit down Kevin May, who has been the defensive player of this matchup so far, with 4 steals. It is Hamilton up top to the left wing for Foster. Foster looking for Vincent. Ball tipped away. Stays with Tuskegee with 11 to shoot. 14:08 for the game. Good defense that time by Devontae Berry. Inbound comes to Hamilton. Now 8 to shoot. Foster on the left wing, down to 5. Foster drives the lane. Blocking foul and 2 coming up. It is on Art Haggard this time. Art Haggard will send Camden Foster, the 6'3 junior from Barnesville, Georgia, to the foul line for a pair. 6'3", 190. First of two off the back iron and out. Barnes, the son of Felicia and Dexter Foster, averaged 24 points, 11 rebounds in the senior season at Lamar County High in Barnesville, Georgia. Knocks down the back end, by the way. 49-37, it's a 12-point advantage for Tuskegee. Back to action we go. It is Mitchell with the basketball by the scorer's table, deep right wing. Top of the key, this is 22 Berry. Berry hands off, now he's got Cassidy. Cassidy looking left, looking right, trying to get separation. He's got Mitchell now. Mitchell trying to move and groove, shake and bake. Mitchell goes left side. It's a steal by Olatunji. Olatunji gets inside. He's got a drive by Vincent. That's blocked away. A foul call in two. What great vision by Graham Olatunji to get that one into the paint.
Foul on number 2, Patrick Mitchell, his second, the team's fifth.
Patrick Mitchell with 2 now for Wilberforce. They're up to 5 on the night. Here is James Vincent back to the line. First of 2 coming up for the senior from Layton, Alabama. Back iron and out. Sean Best back in for Wilberforce. Elijah McMillan and David Alexander back in for Tuskegee. Sitting down Olatunji and Foster. Here's the back end coming up for James Vincent. A combo guard at 6 foot. It is not there either, but the rebound comes down to McMillan, and a fresh 35 for Tuskegee to the right in the black. With the basketball is Hamilton. Hamilton now gives it to Alexander. On the right wing is McMillan. It's Hamilton on the drive. It's Hamilton to the cup. No. Rebound is Johnson for, it's a steal. It's a drive. It is a foul. As Alexander with the steal and the near score.
Foul on number 42.
It'll be Alvin Johnson to pick up the foul. David Alexander, the 6'4 senior from Pensacola, Florida, steps up for 2 with 13:03 to play for the contest. First of 2. No. Third straight one off the back iron for the young men. Brandon Murphy will check back in, sitting down Ant Johnson. Back end coming up. The sky, can't score. A bit short. Rebound came to Haggard, and back comes Wilberforce to the left in the white. With the basketball now, this is Best. Now Murphy has it. Murphy hounded big time by Tillman. Gives it back to Best on the left wing. A lot of time to shoot. Gets a good screen from Murphy. Loses the basketball and out of bounds. Boy, Wilberforce has got to find some kind of formula here. Terry Futrell immediately up off the bench. Again, coming up at 7 o'clock tonight, it is Miles versus Harris-Stowe in our second game of the Windy City Hardwood Classic. 12:32 to play for this game. With the basketball is Alexander. Drive. There's a left high shot by Vincent. Off the rim. Rebound snagged down. And who's got it? It is Best for Wilberforce. Bit of the hot potato. Right baseline, this is Cassidy. Cassidy brings it out by the right wing. Goes inside. Turn around, back in. They'll go left wing for Haggard. He's up for 3. Count it! Nice feed by the big man Murphy to set that one up. 49-40 your score. And we're at the 12-minute mark. Our next break coming up in a little bit. Good old-fashioned HBCU basketball in the Windy City, courtesy of the Windy City Hardwood Classic. On the right wing, this is McMillan. We'll go around the horn to the left wing for Vincent. Back to the right wing now for Hamilton. Hamilton for Tuskegee in the black. Starts his drive, looking to get around the high post screen. Goes baseline, spin move, fade away. Oh, that's a good! 51-40 Tuskegee. 11.5 for the game. Best back the other way for the Bulldogs of Wilberforce. Out of Dayton, Ohio. Wilberforce birthed Central State University as a small department. Central State University is its own school now, right across the street on the same little back road in suburban Dayton. Here's a drive. Up underneath. Floater. Not there for Murphy. Rebound comes to McMillan, but he stepped on the line, and we'll take a break. Timeout call with 11:05 to play for this game. 51 for Tuskegee, 40 for Wilberforce. This is the Windy City Hardwood Classic, and only on BCSG Sports.
Did you know there are millions of dollars in scholarship money available for you to attend college? All you have to do is go get it. Want to know how? Purchase your copy of Free Ride to College at www.freeridetocollege.com. Author Norma Richards sent all 3 of her children to college on full academic scholarships, and her book will show you how you can do it too. Unlock your free ride today at freeridetocollege.com.
The A. Philip Randolph Pullman Porter Museum, located on 104th and Maryland, is the only cultural institution in the world that exclusively honors the contributions of African Americans to American labor history and the first black labor union's impact of the civil rights movement. Visit www.pullmanportermuseum.com for more information, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter at APRPP Museum.
Back here on coverage of the Windy City Hardwood Classic. This portion brought to you by A. Philip Randolph Pullman Porter Museum, 104th and Maryland in Chicago. And we're back to play here. Wilberforce with the basketball, but down 51-40. And a little bit of camera problems here on our right end. Hopefully my man is able to get things going here. Are we just about set? Oh, somebody dropped their walkie-talkie. Whoops. Nope, we can't have that in the middle of the floor. Again, coming up next at 7 o'clock, it is Miles versus Harris-Stowe State. Stay right here on this video feed and this audio feed for more great action from the Windy City Hardwood Classic. Great feed to the right wing for Wilberforce in the green. They'll kick it inside. Hot potato, little too tough for Brandon Murphy as he loses it out of bounds. Graham Olatunji back in for Tuskegee. Who will he sit down? He will sit down James Vincent. So it is Foster with the basketball, Olatunji on the inbound, Hamilton, Alexander, and McMillan. Alexander to Olatunji on the right wing. Brings it back between the rings, angles left, goes inside, great pass to Foster, and he'll knock it down again on the backdoor cut. I think that a little bit of that Penn State experience that Tuskegee coach Jerry Dunn is throwing into the mix. 53-40 in favor of the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Sean Best with the basketball, brings it back out. Best trying to move it around a high post screen of Haggard. He'll go to the left wing. This is Devontae Berry, goes inside. Whoop, forgot your board pass. Long feed down line. It is a save and a score. The save by Hamilton, the score by Alexander. And Tuskegee running away with it, 55-40 against Wilberforce. With the basketball for the Bulldogs, Sean Cassidy. He drives. He gets blocked. A foul on Foster. And 2 coming up. And everybody trying to get in on the floor. The foul is indeed on Camden Foster. It is a 2-shot foul. That'll bring to the line Sean Cassidy of the Wilberforce Bulldogs. He'll hit the first of 2. Cassidy, a 6'4" junior for this year's Bulldogs. He's out of Dayton, Ohio at Meadowdale High School. And a pretty good piano player, to say the least. Back end coming up for Cassidy. No. Rebound corralled by Foster. Bay picks it up for Tuskegee. Quickly he has it to Alexander on the right baseline. Is Olatunji. Blows right pass. Puts it up. Almost knocked down a crazy shot. The rebound, the McCarty of Wilberforce. Left wing three coming up. Not there. Rebound is May. Flies past the man. 3 on none. Floater. And good for Kevin May as he goes coast to coast. Kevin May Day in the building. 57-41 in favor of the Golden Tigers. Now right back at you. Here comes Patrick Mitchell. He'll get it way out. Left wing three. Not there for Keenan Smith. Made the rebound with 9 minutes to play. And back comes the Tuskegee Golden Tigers, the champions of the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. Foster has it on the left wing for Tuskegee in the black. May lost the basketball. They said it was tipped off by Keenan Smith of Wilberforce. 20 to shoot, 8:50 for the game. Again, a very special thank you to the great folks of the Salvation Army of Chicago for providing the Kroc Center as the venue of this year's Windy City Hardwood Classic. And we have an announcement of next year's teams. You'll love these matchups. Talk about them in a moment. Wait, we got a foul down low. Who is it on? It's on Cassidy. And that will put Tuskegee back on the baseline. And nope, they're going to put him on the foul line. That is the 7th team foul on Tuskegee, on Wilberforce, I should say. So that's a 1-and-1. Graham Olatunji, the 6'4" senior forward out of Chicago, went to Willowbrook High School. All West Suburban Conference selection during his high school days. Here's the one. That will not give him the and. The rebound brought down by Devontae Berry. Now, this is the point of the game where you definitely want to start hitting your foul shots, especially if you're Tuskegee looking to repeat again as conference champions. Patrick Mitchell, wait a minute, we got a what? A foul on Tuskegee. It'll be up top by David Alexander. It's just the 3rd team foul on Tuskegee, so they have 3 to give. Wilberforce is already in the penalty at 8:24. The inbound comes to Julian McCarty. Right baseline is Cassidy. Cassidy is hemmed up in the corner. Cassidy gets it back out. Steal again by May. That's his 6th steal. Look it up. Oh, man. A 7th steal. Hot potato. May got it stripped away. Stay right there. Kevin May. My gosh. This little kid here is something. And maybe one of the best defenders in Division II basketball as we speak. We've got timeout by Tuskegee. A 30-second timeout. 57-41 your score. Tuskegee leads Wilberforce. Here are the teams set for next year's Windy City Hardwood Classic. Wilberforce is one of them. Harris-Stowe State is one of them. And how about Wilberforce's neighbor Central State along with Kentucky State? That's right, folks. Those are the 4 schools coming here next year for the Windy City Hardwood Classic. Please mark your calendars for next November 2015. The brand new pre-Thanksgiving tradition, that is the Windy City Hardwood Classic. Again, next year's teams, Harris-Stowe State, Wilberforce, Central State, and Kentucky State. Back here with 8:06 to play for the game. Tuskegee up 57-41 on Wilberforce. They used a 15-4 first half ending run to keep the lead where they are right now and have expanded it with great defensive play by Kevin May. Kevin May right now up to 7 steals on the night. He's got Graham Olatunji on the right wing for Tuskegee in the black. Top of the key is Vlad Tilmy. Camden Foster on the left wing. Top of the key now, this is Dave Alexander. The right wing is May. 13 to shoot. A feed inside. Great feed to Olatunji with a one-hand stop on the feed from Foster. 59-41. Looks like it's almost a foregone conclusion at this point. Now Devontae Berry trying to back in. Ooh, we almost walked. Top of the key. Here comes three, and not there. Rebound, who's got it? It is Devontae Berry. He got it stripped away. A great save by Foster. And Tuskegee will have the basketball again. Kevin May walks it up across the timeline. He's got Alexander. The right wing is Olatunji. Olatunji back top of the key. They'll go left wing for Foster. Underneath again. Almost a foul there. A putback by Olatunji. 61-41. Timeout, Wilberforce. We'll take a break. 61-41. Tuskegee in command on BCSJ Sports.
The A. Philip Randolph Pullman Porter Museum, located on 104th in Maryland, is the only cultural institution in the world that exclusively honors the contributions of African Americans to American labor history and the first black labor union's impact of the civil rights movement. Visit www.pullmanportermuseum.com for more information, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter at APRPP Museum.
Did you know there are millions of dollars in scholarship money available for you to attend college? All you have to do is go get it. Want to know how? Purchase your copy of Free Ride to College at www.freeridetocollege.com. Author Norma Richards sent all three of her children to college on full academic scholarships, and her book will show you how you can do it too. Unlock your free ride today at freeridetocollege.com.
Back here in our coverage. Of the Windy City Hardwood Classic. 61-41, Tuskegee well in command of Wilberforce in this first matchup. And coming up next at 7 o'clock, it will be Harris-Stowe State taking on Miles. Wilberforce with the basketball in the green, and here's another steal. It's Camden Foster that comes up with it. It's Foster, baseline to Alexander. No, it is Foster the rebound. Yes. 63-41. Tuskegee has pretty much taken command of this game since midway the first half. Mitchell with the basketball again for Wilberforce in the green. They're hitting to your left. Devontae Berry with the basketball. Up under and no good. Rebound Olatunji. He's got Foster. Everybody rumbling, stumbling, and bumbling. May, right baseline. Here comes three. Alexander. Count it! That's ball game, folks. That's ball game. 66-41, and we got a kick. Stay that clock right there. 32 seconds. Malik Breckenridge comes back in for Patrick Mitchell, who has had a rough night with Kevin May in his face. Camden Foster sits down for Tuskegee. In his place, James Vincent, number 3. The inbound comes to Breckenridge. Breckenridge from a screen of Berry goes to the left high post, now back to the left wing. Right wing at top of the key. Now this is Haggard. A near steal. Hot potato. Who's got it? It is now Smith. Smith has the Berry. Top of the key. Tried by Haggard. Haggard floater in the paint. 5-footer not there. Rebound stripped away. Who's got it? It's Vincent. He'll control and give it to Kevin May. 5:52 for the game. Man, oh man. It's going to be tough for Wilberforce to make a run now unless they can make some really crazy stops in this sequence. Oh, great feed inside. There's Tillman with an easy stuff, and he totally misses it. Wilberforce back to the left in the green. Almost another steal. Hot potato. Murphy has it. Murphy on the drive. Kicks it over to Berry. He gets it stripped away. 8 steal by Kevin May. He's got Olatunji on the left baseline. Drives. Almost a three-point play with 5:23. Kevin May, my gosh! Somebody needs to pick this kid up on the next level. Graham Olatunji up for 2 more. But my gosh, 8 steals tonight by Kevin May of Tuskegee. First of 2 is not there for Graham Olatunji off the back iron. Kevin May has just wreaked havoc on this Wilberforce team all night. He could get a double-double on just buckets and steals alone. Backhand's good for Olatunji. 67-41. 5:22 to play for this game. Breckenridge across the timeline. For Wilberforce to the left in the green. He's got Brandon Murphy. Murphy is fouled by Vlad Tilmy. That's his first.
Foul number 21, Vladimir Tillman. His first.
That's a non-shooting foul. And Alvin Johnson back in. Johnson will sit down. Who that? He'll sit down Devontae Berry. To the left of the broadcast position will be Sean Cassidy, inbounding for Wilberforce. He'll get it now to Anthony Johnson. Johnson now has Breckenridge near the Bulls logo. He starts his drive to the right baseline. One hand footer not there. Hot potato, who's got it? It will stay with Wilberforce. 15 to shoot, 5 minutes to play for the game. On the bucket to your left, it's the left baseline for Wilberforce on the inbound. It looks like we got a bit of a rugby scrum here. Inbound comes to Brandon Murphy. Now the drive by Cassidy. Cassidy is fouled.
Foul on number 3, James Vincent.
James Vincent picks up his second foul, I believe.
His second, the team's 5th.
So 5 on Tuskegee. They've got 1 more to give before the penalty. 4:55 to play for the game. Inbound will come where? To the left wing. Here comes a long deuce. That's not there for Cassidy. The rebound to Johnson. He'll put it up. And can't knock that one down. Rebound to Cassidy. He'll start another 35. He'll feed it inside. Footer up by Murphy. Travel call, says Chris Head.
Tuskegee ball.
67-41 your score.
Subbing into the game, number 23, Camden Foster.
Camden Foster will sit down James Vincent with a pair of fouls. And now Kevin May with the basketball again. Wade Foster, a travel call on Kevin May. One of the rare mistakes on this young kid. The junior guard from York, Alabama has just been dynamite on the defensive side of the basketball. Cassidy inbounds in front of the broadcast position. Bounce passes to Breckenridge, almost at the half-court line. Breckenridge trying to drive past May. He'll hand off. Wait a minute, we got an offensive foul. They're going to call an illegal screen
Number 23,
on Malik Breckenridge. That does not go as a shooting foul due to the new rules that make all offensive fouls team offensive and turnovers instead of actual shots. Olatunji now has Alexander Foster left wing, looking at a 3 beyond the pro arc. On the right wing is Kevin May. Now back to Vlad Tilmy. He'll take a college 3 and knock it down. The old college try makes it 70-41. Tuskegee is burning rubber out of here. 3:53 to go. Next break coming up. Long 3 the other way. That's not there. Hot potato will go inside for Murphy. Yes, sir. Brandon Murphy with a rare deuce. 70-43. Since the start of the half, Tuskegee has outscored Wilberforce 33-15. And we should have a break now. .326 to play. They'll look to pick it up here. And here we go. Breckenridge with the basketball. Floater up. Foul call. Still looking for our final break here. I don't think Ryan Hicks saw the signal. .320 to play here. They're gonna let the free throws go. First of two is up and good for Sean Best. 70-44. Julian McCarty will sit down Brandon Murphy. If they make the back end, they'll take the break. And the answer is no. Hot potato, we got a foul on Tuskegee, and we'll take the break. 3:18 to play here in the game. 70-44 in favor of Tuskegee. This is the Windy City Hardwood Classic and only on BCSG Sports.
Did you know there are millions of dollars in scholarship money available for you to attend college? All you have to do is go get it. Want to know how? Purchase your copy of Free Ride to College at www.freeridetocollege.com. Author Norma Richards sent all three of her children to college on full academic scholarships, and her book will show you how you can do it too. Unlock your free ride today at freeridetocollege.com.
The A. Philip Randolph Pullman Porter Museum, located on 104th in Maryland, is the only cultural institution in the world that exclusively honors the contributions of African Americans to American labor history and the first black labor union's impact of the civil rights movement. Visit www.pullmanportermuseum.com for more information, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter at APRPP Museum.
Back here on our coverage of the Windy City Hardwood Classic. 70-44 is your score. With 3:18 to play, the Tuskegee Golden Tigers rolling right along. And rolling is an understatement. Folks, if you want to follow along with us, tell your friends on the second game. The address is wchc.tk. Again, the official website of the Windy City Hardwood Classic is wchc.tk. When you get there, the live feed link is right there on the homepage. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, it is indeed an HBCU hoop party here in the Windy City. 3:13 to play off that last inbound. Wilberforce retains possession as it went back out of bounds. The inbound comes to McCarty. Julian McCarty double team. Fades away from 10 on the right side. Not there. Tuskegee going back to the right in the black and red with gold. Kevin May has the basketball. Driving against Sean Best of Wilberforce in the green, white, and gold. It is Vilma Vlad-Tilmy with a three from straight on top. Back-to-back threes for that young man, 73-44. My gosh. Tuskegee pouring it on in front of the home crowd, folks. Turnaround Jay, that's not there for Sean Best. Rebound to Art Haggard. Haggard almost loses the basketball. Almost loses it the second time. He gets it to McCarty. McCarty to Best on the drive. Out to Johnson, right side. 18-footer, not even close. Uh-oh, here comes Olatunji with the drive and a turn! Graham Olatunji showing out in front of the hometown folk. 75-44. This game is toast, folks. Hot buttered toast. And a steal this time by Alexander. He'll draw the foul in a 1-and-1. The foul this time is on Alex Robinson. And that now is a two-shot foul. It is the double bonus, the 10-team foul. David Alexander, the senior from Pensacola, Florida, up at the line for a pair. Eyes it, skies it, scores it. Nothing but net. At the end of this contest, we will announce your Pullman Porter Museum players of the game. And with those announcements, we will add proceeds from the Thurgood Marshall College Fund to each institution. Starters set to sit down. Among them, Olatunji's still out there. Alexander and McMillan sit down. So far, the potential man with the plan, or maybe two mentions for Tuskegee. Get that out of here, says all the time. Vlad Tilby. Quickly back the other way, Muhammad Hamilton. Hamilton trying to drive across a double screen, a double team, and he travels. 1:42 to play for this game. 77-44 is the score. Here comes the right wing three from Haggard. That's no good. Off the back iron, rebound to the new man for Tuskegee, number 11, Dominic Morton, out of London, England, the sophomore. He has Olatunji. On the right wing, this is now Morton. Morton got it taken away. This is Sean Best driving, shooting, and scoring. 77-46. And a timeout called by Tuskegee with 1:12 to play. Let's keep it right here as we are pleased to announce our first ever PullmanPorterMuseum.com Players of the Game for Wilberforce. It'll be Brandon Murphy. And for Tuskegee, it's going to be Kevin May, number 20. So congratulations to Brandon Murphy of Wilberforce and Kevin May of Tuskegee, our inaugural PullmanPorterMuseum.com Players of the Game here at the Windy City Hardwood Classic. And with those mentions, proceeds to each school's scholarship fund from the Thurgood Marshall College Fund. Congratulations. I like this kid, Kevin May. He is a defensive stalwart par excellence. 8 steals this evening. Definitely the catalyst of a 15-4 half-ending run that put Tuskegee ahead to stay, and then they poured it on from that point forward. Now, you can't leave the hometown kid, Graham Olatunji, out because he has been dynamite, but it's been Kevin May's defense that has escalated this lead to where it is. Olatunji has it for Tuskegee going to the right as we're underneath the Freak Ride to College.com final minute. Left wing, they'll go left baseline. This is the drive up underneath. The floater is good by Muhammad Hamilton. Great feed that time by Olatunji. Down to 41 seconds. 13-second differential. Best gets it out left wing. Hot potato on a foul called. It might be on Hamilton. And now there's going to be a 1-and-1 coming up for Wilberforce with 34.8 remains. The shot clock is now off. What a great performance by Tuskegee to kick off the Windy City Hardwood Classic. 1-and-1 coming up. The one will give Alex Robinson of Wilberforce the end. We'll see another new Tuskegee player. Joel Nuruddin out of East Atlanta, Georgia, the sophomore center sitting down. Graham Olatunji. The hometown kid does good. Back in will swish for Robinson. Alex Robinson, the 5'9 sophomore guard. We've got something on the baseline. Ball tapped out. It will go. Apparently there was an error on Tuskegee, so the ball will go to Wilberforce on the left baseline with 34 seconds left. Inbound comes to Alvin Johnson. Johnson now gets it to Robinson. Robinson, a long J, that's not there. Rebound corralled by Nuruddin. Hamilton with the basketball. Double teamed in the backcourt, gets it up line now for Vincent. 18 to play. Here's a shot by Nuruddin. That's no good. Rebound to Morton. We'll get it way back out now. 10 seconds to play. Down to 6 as they cross it over, and that's going to do it, folks. 3, 2, 1. Good night. How about that? A great second half by Tuskegee, thanks to the great defensive play of Kevin May. and the hot shooting of Graham Olatunji. The final from the Kroc Center. Tuskegee 79-48 for Wilberforce. Tuskegee picks up its first win of the 2014-15 season. We're set to wrap it up right here. A very special thank you to all the great fans here at the Kroc Center, as is tradition here in the HBCU world. A circle of prayer between both teams as a show of solidarity. Again, your final from the Kroc Center. Tuskegee gets his first win of the year, 79-48 over Wilberforce. This has been the Windy City Hardwood Classic, a presentation of BCSG Sports in association with the Arena Sports Network. Until our next game coming up at 7 o'clock tonight, Harris-Stowe State versus Miles. Alvin Washington saying so long from Chicago, and take care, everybody.
The 2014 Windy City Hardwood Classic is presented by the A. Philip Randolph Pullman Porter Museum, 104th and Maryland in Chicago, and by freeridetocollege.com. Learn how to secure college scholarships for your kids at freeridetocollege.com. This has been a presentation of the Arena Sports Network, where every team has a fan.